Hi guys, this is Sabine from Zennumerostar.com. Today's video is about how to let go when having obsessive thoughts. So the first question you might ask yourself is, are your obsessive thoughts counterproductive to manifest? To the point of repeating myself, no they're not. So that's the good news. Your obsessive thoughts are perfectly normal. Think about this. You're about to go to Hawaii after saving for a few months. You're all excited and you can't stop thinking about all that you'll be doing. Or your SP has just proposed to you and you are obsessively looking for a day to get married. Or you are about to get married actually, and you'll be getting married in a couple of weeks. Of course you're going to have obsessive thoughts about the wedding. Or you have filed for adoption and you've been told that a baby will be with you within 3 weeks. Considering you are trying for 10 years, this fantastic news is super important to you. This happened actually to one of my friends, and I can tell you that this was the only thing that she talked about for the remaining weeks before she was with her lovely baby. And do you see what those stories have in common? They're all positive. They're obsessive, but in a positive and loving way. Now, see the difference with, oh my God, I never pass that exam, it's too difficult. Or, oh no, I can't do this, I don't have the right experience or the right connections or whatever. Or you've been hoping for a proposal, you start getting doubtful and your SP wants to think some more about the relationship. Or you've been working very hard towards a promotion, but the colleague you hate the most obviously got it and you're gutted. What do those stories have in common? Yes, they are all negative in relation to what you want or to what the person wants. Now let me give you another scenario, because I really want you to see where I'm getting at. Okay, so let's say that our friend Mary wants to be proposed because she's been dating John for the last 2 years. At the same time, she also wants to be promoted. She thinks actually that she's best positioned to get that promotion at work, irrespective of all the other candidates, because I don't know, let's say that Mary has a bit of experience because she was acting as a manager when her manager was on a holiday or out sick or whatever. However, she worries sick about John because 5 years ago, the guy that she was dating never proposed to her. And worse, the day she finally asked him what his intentions were, he disappeared from the face of the earth. So now she's afraid that John is going to be the same or react the same, and she doesn't want to ask him if he's considering marrying her or what the story is. She thinks obsessively about both aspects of her life. So about John proposing or not, and her promotion. So guess what? Obviously, you will have guessed. She gets her promotion, but John doesn't propose. Why not? Could it be because she was too obsessive? No. It was only because her obsessive thoughts were on the negative in relation to John. So how can you let go when you have obsessive thoughts? I've had to work myself because, as you know, I am the obsessive type. Well, early in the process, when you feel that you're starting to think about something in a loop, what you can do is think about the worst case scenario and check if this is going to induce a life or death situation. So let's say that your SP doesn't end up marrying you. Okay, will you die from it? No. Okay, that's good already, right? Because as long as you're alive, you can still change your circumstances, and that is a fact. Even if you don't know how to right now, that is a fact. Now, the second step I take is usually to focus on one positive aspect, and that is more important if you have negative thoughts, because otherwise I just let my train of thoughts decide where it wants to go. But I'm very, very vigilant on the type of thoughts, of the quality of my thoughts, because I know that I am obsessive. So I consciously decide to focus on one positive aspect of my manifestation. So let's say, for example, for you, that you want your SP or your crush to ask you out or to marry you or whatever. You could focus on the fact that you know which guy is going to be lucky enough to marry you, or instead of wondering if you are ever going to marry someone or who that could be. Or if you haven't met your SP yet, but you know the type of SP that you want in your life, you could focus on how relieved you will feel to know that you are marrying that type of person. So you see what you've done there. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, you purposefully focus on a positive aspect of the process. And you know I'm huge with lists, but I'm going to give you that other tip. And it's always to have a list of what you're manifesting or what you have already manifested in conscience. I mean, when I do that, this relaxes me because especially when I'm still in the process of manifesting something, it's of great comfort to remind myself that I do manifest great things all the time. I mean, seriously, every single week I manifest great things, even under this crazy circumstances that the world lives on at the moment. I still manifest great things all the time. And the last trick I'm going to give you, well, I know that I have already talked about it in previous videos, but there you go, is that I magnify every single one of my manifestations, even the tiniest ones of them. I contemplate my great skills at manifesting. It really works for me that way because it distracts me from negative, obsessive thoughts, because those manifest too, obviously. So I do it in conscience at first, especially when I have obsessive thoughts. And because I do tend to still have them, and for them not to be a problem for me, that's what I do, and it works great for me. Okay, so to recap, you having obsessive thoughts is neutral and it's not a problem as long as you don't spend your time obsessively thinking about the absence of what you want, but rather when you think about a positive aspect of what you are manifesting. Well, I hope this helps. If you need to talk about your thoughts or feelings to someone, I'm opening again the coaching sessions. I'm confirming this for those of you who emailed me last week and 2 weeks ago, I think, and asked to be told when I was reopening the sessions. So I'm starting coaching sessions again, starting tomorrow morning around 11. I wish you a great day or evening, guys, wherever you are in the world. As always, I know you can do it. I do believe in you, and on that note, happy manifesting.